Yeah, we're recording.
Hey, homie, what's up, homitos and homitas? It's your boy, Little Tijeritas, and today we're gonna be doing a little tutorial video on how to do a quick fade and shit. I'm right here with my client. That was not in the best of mood today, dog, but look, check it, homie. Alright, so check it, homie, to take off the bulk food, you gotta put the 1.5 on, homie. Hey, dog, make sure you're actually cutting hair, though, and not be a little weenie and look like you're cutting hair, but you're not. And also, when you make a section, always make sure to make that section even. And on the other side, we're gonna mirror it. Try to make it identical. I don't know how to say that word, dog, but look, check it out. Make it as same exactly as possible, if that makes sense. But you know what I mean. Just try to make it the same, sort of. Just, yeah, keep doing that right there, yeah. So now that both sides are done, we're gonna do the little hell yeah, rock on, dude little sign. Make sure both sides are both even before we proceed with anything else. Good. Now that we're done with that, we're actually going to do a mid-drop fade, meaning that the fade is going to drop towards the back of the head and also the front of the head. So what I'm doing now is getting my balder and balding the whole side out. But as I'm doing that, I'm making my section, my boy, so make sure you're listening and paying very close attention. Perrito, check on it. And for this part of the video, I know I started from the right side and I'm just going to the back of the head. Perritos and perritas, I'm very sorry about that for my dyslexic people that aren't as functional through the brain like myself. And I will try to continue to do more videos going from side to side and a little bit more organized. But for right now, visualize this and learn this. Now that we balded out the homie, we're going to start our blending process, but we're going to go with the guideline, homitos. We're not going straight across, my boy. I get it, but we're not doing that. We're going with the guideline, perro. Spencer, my boy, I was just joking. I forgot to actually double bald zero, triple bald zero, however you know. I forgot to use the electric shaver, my boy. You want this because it gives hands down the cleanest fade possible. So I called it balding in the beginning, but I actually just balded it with a regular zero. This could be a double zero or a triple zero. I farted. Spencer's about the little outbreak, guys. I forgot I was cutting hair. Normally it's past the gas and dash, but I was cutting hair, so I forgot to do the dash. I know I should be a rapper, but I'm cutting hair. But like, check it out. Every clipper has a lever, goes up and down, right? Well, only your fading clippers have levers. But anyways, when I open it, I keep it at $1. When I close it, I keep it at $0. I call this the dollar effect. When it's open, $1, you close it a little bit, 75 cents. Close it a little bit, 50 cents. Close it a little bit more, you're at 25 cents. You close it all the way and you're broke. You're at $0. Basically, what I'm trying to tell you is those little techniques are what makes fades. So now we're going to open it halfway, meaning it's at 50 to get the underline. I like fading from bottom to top. Some people like fading from top to bottom. I'm not that person, so you can learn both if you are the top to bottom person. So anyways, so if you still see a shade of a line, what you want to do is close it back to 25. When you're at 25, you just call, well, we call it chip fading. We just start chip fading at it. Do. Yes, you do not go all the way up to the top because you will leave a nice patch, and we are gonna take a high fade if you do that. So if you still see the small shade, guys, do not worry about it. Just close it, be a broke boy, take it at $0, and like I said, chip fade it. Boop, 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 boop. Or we call it feathering too. Feathering, chip fading is the same thing. Just get the definitions down so we could proceed. Hey, homie, but take it easy. Remember, what you do to one side, you gotta mirror it and do it to the other side to try to make them identical. I went back and looked it up. I know how to say it now. Identical. We started off at 52, so make sure you get any light shade starting from bottom to top, okay? And if you still see a light shade, you're gonna close it back down to 0. Okay, so now when it's at 0, because you already kind of figured it out, you're gonna go back and start feathering that light shade. Like I said, my boy, one thing you do not want to do is go high. No, you do not, my boy, want to go high because he is getting a fade, but he would probably want to catch a fade after he gets out of your chair and realizes you gave him a military haircut, which is fine too for my military boys out there, but he do not want a military haircut, my G. So keep it safe, play it safe. Now that I faded the bottom part, we're going to start fading the upper part of the head. This is a 1.5. We are going to open the lever because we want to cut less than more, because if we cut less we can always cut more, but if we cut more we cannot cut less, my boy. I know you see me working out right there with the fat fucking longhas, this fucking six-pack, but don't trip. We're focused on the video and not my fit life and healthy body, but we are fading it up and down. Make sure you are cutting hair, stop being a weenie. Alright, so now homitos, check how they go. I picked the favorite comb azul for the 13. Now we're gonna do clipper over comb, homie. So check it out, homie. I just thought I'd look really buff on this angle right here. I don't know why, and my vision was a little too blurry. I don't know if it was the blunt that I had earlier before that, but check it out. We're gonna get a close-up of the clipper over comb. Now we are taking less. Why are we taking less, my boys? Come on, come on. I know you know this shit, fool. Come on, I know this shit, dog. Come on, me out of everybody knows it. Because we are taking less, homie. Because if you take more, we can't take less. Remember. The real technique, my boy, to this clip over comb thing is using that 1.5 guard. When you use that 1.5 guard, everything is butter. Literally, everything is butter. I really recommend using the 1.5 after that clip over comb. And it also kills a lot of time, so you get all the walk-ins in the shop. Once you're finished with that 1.5 clipper over combing, you're gonna go back to your fade because you might see a slight shade, my G. You might see a slight shade, so what you wanna do to knock out that little shade or whatever, you got to use the 1.5. When you use the 1.5, it's the same technique, just how you seen. I still use the lever. It's still the dollar trick, my boy. Remember, from open $1 to close being a broke boy, $0. Use the same techniques throughout the whole fade with any guards you're using. One last thing you might see is the top bulk on around the head. I like doing on my fades kind of with higher and extended fades, meaning that I can start low and extend them to like a mid fade if it's a low fade, but I'm not trying to confuse you. Just know that the more blended your fade looks in any type of sunlight or any type of darkness, it's always gonna look buttery. So that's why I like to do the clip over comb to the top of the head. Check out, homitos. Now that I finished fading the hair, this is my end results of my fade. No, I am not done with any of the lineups or anything like that. We are going to get into that right now, but this is the fade. So first thing is first, anytime you do a lineup, my G, you're going to always want to give it the natural guideline. Do not pick up my boy's hairline any higher than it is, my G, because he's going to look like LeBron James' step kid or real kid, whatever. But you know what I mean. Keep the natural lineup as natural as possible. You guys better be learning, G, because what did we say in the beginning? What you do to one side, you do to the other side. Make it identical, my boy. Like I said, identical, the same. So we're going to do the same exact thing from one side to the other. All right? You've seen the rest of the other side, so do the same thing, my boy. Same thing. Now, for the front of the head, you're always, like I said, always, just like get that engraved in your head. Always gonna keep the natural line as possible. You can take it up a slight bit, but nothing like an inch or half inch. Literally like maybe like one. I'm not good with the milliliter things measuring or whatever either, but you know what I mean. Just barely touch it up. Do not try to make my boy go any further back. Like I said, LeBron James, you're cool, my boy, but in this case we can't have everybody looking at you, Perito. Your swag is your swag, my boy. You know what I mean? So like I said, all you're gonna do is line up the corners, the sides, and then after that you're gonna razor it. But we're gonna do this lining up process first before we move any further with anything else. Keep it as natural as possible, G's. Washa, my boy. You see this? I know you see the fade. But if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Also, any questions you may have, please do not hesitate to leave a comment in the comment sections to see what I can better at and see what I can help you with. Thank you, my boys. Love Tijeras out.